Welcome on into another edition of SnapShwasty, but today we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. Instead of getting tossed and just making some random shit, we're actually going to be doing meal prep, so happy Meal Prep Sunday. Here we go. The point of this episode is not to convey the complexity nor the skill needed to do meal prep, but rather just how easy it can be. I'm just going to be doing two simple things that everyone here can do. For the breakfast portion, we're going to be making breakfast burritos that involve egg, potato, peppers, and all sorts of fun stuff, and they're freezer safe too, so you can make them in bulk. And then for a lunch portion of it, we're going to be making a pasta dish with my own homemade red sauce involving like a low-sodium tomato-based blah 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 blah. Whatever. So, let's get to it. If you've ever watched one of these before, you know that step one is to make a drink. However, since today is Sunday and it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just kind of realize that tomorrow is Monday. Instead of fucking yourself over, just cry a little bit. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the two recipes, really lickety-split, so make sure and pay attention, or I'll try and notify, I don't know, we're winging this, fuck it. Alright, to get the show on the road, you're going to want to empty a couple cans of tomato sauce into a pot, and then pour in a little bit of olive oil, and a little bit of red wine vinegar in there, too. Go ahead and turn that up into about, like, a medium heat, 5 out of 10. Also, go ahead and add, like, a quarter cup of water, since we're going to be rolling this for a while. Water's going to burn off. So we're going to be cutting up an onion and some garlic and making sure that it's really in tiny, tiny pieces, and to do that, we're going to need a really sharp knife, but no one sponsored me yet, so we're not going to drop any names. Fuck them. Once you're all cut and diced away, just go ahead and throw the onion and garlic into a little pan with some olive oil, and we're going to saute it for a little while, just to kind of release the flavors. Meanwhile, in measurements of your choosing, throw into the red sauce some oregano, basil, rosemary, crushed red pepper flakes, a little bit of chili powder if you like it spicy, some paprika, a bay leaf, yeah, I think that's about it, really. Oh, a little bit of sugar, Alright, so we're going to stir this in. Look at that. It's looking good. It smells good, too, already. Look at that, too. Holy shit. Okay, so we're going to take this, just put it directly in there, and stir it in. Oh, yeah. Oniony, garlicky, herby. This is exactly what it's about right here. And now, we're going to pivot. Now you're going to want to clean off some potatoes. We're going to start working on the breakfast burritos. Also, someone just asked me if I'm in pajamas for this. You're damn straight. It's a Sunday and it's raining outside. If you're not in pajamas at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're not Sundaying right. Alright, so we're going to take our potatoes here and we're going to cut them into like little bite-sized pieces with a non-brand specific sharp knife. Now hold on, come on, focus. Now them some potatoes. Alright, camera focus. Now, put them in a bowl and forget about them for a while. Alright, let's add a little bit of color to this. Let's put a little bit of red bell pepper in there and some red onion. So go ahead and chop those up. That looks fucking pretty. So now what we're going to do is drizzle a little bit of vegetable oil over the top of it with some salt and pepper and mix it up by hand. Let's go ahead and take these and put them in a glass baking tray, and we're going to pop those in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now don't forget to stir your sauce during all this, and now that we have this here, we're going to go ahead and crack a little bit of pepper over top of it, a little bit more salt, maybe some chili powder, smoked paprika. You guys, I really don't care for vegetables that much, but that looks pretty. So let's go ahead and get it roasted. 20 to 25 minutes. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. It's been about 20-ish minutes, so. Ooh. That is looking good right there. Alright, now we can probably take our sauce, move it to the back burner, and just kind of let that cool off, or you can keep it at a 1 if you want. It's whatever you want to do. We're going to get that later. But now, eggs. Can he pull off the one-handed crack? Let's take a look. Oh! 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 That was like my 12th attempt. Alright, so now that you got your eggs in there, put a little bit of whole milk in there, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of chili powder, and then beat the fuck out of it. Nice. Alright, now, get a pan. Put some butter on it. In it. Whatever. You know, do it. Alright, now I did have this really cool snap where I poured the bowl of egg in there, but my phone glitched and you don't get to see it, so just make scrambled eggs. I am sure you all know how to make scrambled eggs, so I'm not going to dwell on that. However, now we're going to throw in some diced ham, because I found it in my fridge and it hasn't expired, so, yeah. Booyah. Booyah. Now it's time to build a little assembly station. If this doesn't scream ready, I don't know what does. What is it that the youths are saying today? Goals or streaks or something? I don't know. Fuck that. Look at this burrito. Fuck your streaks. If you don't think that's the tightest shit, you can get right out of my face. Boom. Protein, carbs, decent way to start the morning. Not a whole lot of spice to it, so you're not going to wreck your stomach with heartburn. Yeah, they're good. Pro tip with these is that they actually can keep in the freezer for a couple weeks. So if you want to make a huge fucking batch, you can do that. Pop them in the freezer, take it to work in 2 weeks. Nobody cares. You want to see something cool? Check this out. Boosh! 10 breakfast burritos ready to go. I'm set for 2 weeks now. Alright, we're in the home stretch. Now all you need to do is we're going to boil ourselves some water for the pasta for our lunch dish, which I'm sure you probably forgot about like I did, so, yeah. You know what they say about a watched pot, right? Goes better with whiskey. So, I mean, it's 5 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's get ourselves a drink. So now just go ahead and kill yourself some time while you're waiting for the pasta to boil. Or waiting for the water to boil so you can put the pasta and boil the pasta. All about it. Look at that. The whiskey did the trick. Anyway, so I'm going to be using rotini pasta. You can use anything you want. Calentani, elbow, fucking penne. Whatever you want to do. I just like rotini, so dump it out. Alright, so go ahead and follow the instructions in the box. This says boiled 7 to 8, so I'm going to boil 7 to 8. And there's a lot of waiting at this point. I just kind of want to sit down. You could probably accomplish this in about an hour and a half instead of my 3 hours, assuming that you probably don't have to make this look entertaining to 2,000 wonderful Snapchat friends and accidentally watch an episode of BoJack Horseman in the middle. Gotta mention this earlier, I don't think I ever did, but with the unique combination of aromas going on in here right now, it smells like fish, and I have no idea why the fuck that is. It's weird. I'm just kind of going to ramble because I don't really have a whole lot to do until the pasta's done boiling. You ever notice, like, when a fresh pot of coffee at your workplace is being cooked and it smells like weed? What the fuck is that about? Having spent 3 hours cooking, I just realized that I didn't plan anything for myself for dinner tonight. Uh-oh. Whenever I'm in the waiting phase in between cooking on these SnapShwasty things, I always like to reply to Snapchats that I get. You guys have some fucking hilarious commentary. It's one of the few things that actually keeps me going to finish these. Okay, so that's good, and, just strain it. You know what to do. Fuck. Okay, now while you're scalding your hand, go ahead and dump that back in the big potlaronius. Yeah, buddy. Look at all that pasta. Alright, now the moment that we've all been waiting for. Dump your sauce over the pasta. Realistically, this should be pretty self-explanatory. Ta-da! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 5 days worth of lunch. Effortless. And once again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I've got 5 left over here for next week. Well, I'll just have to make a new lunch for next week, which that doesn't bother me too much. But look! So there you have it, Meal Prep Sunday. A little bit of a deviation from the norm of what I usually put up here on SnapShwasty, but if you want to reference back to this in the future, you can probably find it on YouTube as well. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, you can hit me up here through Snapchat or at my Imgur page, my email, my Twitter, my Facebook page, whatever. I got plenty of places for you to yell at me. Do it. Last but not least, all of these recipes will be coming up in a cookbook, so stay tuned for that. I have no idea when that's going to actually happen, but I'm working on it day by day. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. You guys are what keeps me going. Yeah. Keep sending me your ideas, comments. I love them all. Now finally, 3 hours later, I'm going to go sit down, finish the season of BoJack Horseman, and then possibly play some video games.